Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Kayla Glamad.
And I'm Lucy McGlynn. This week we're going to be talking about all things Honor Code and Honor Council. Personally, I am a member of the class of 2022's Honor Council representatives, but I decided to bring in the chair, Sydney Lamb.
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney. I am a rising senior from Weston, Connecticut. At Con, I am an American Studies major, a sociology minor, and I'm a part of the Power and Knowledge Pathway, which you guys will learn more about later. On campus, I do quite a few things. I'm an admissions fellow, so I was also a tour guide for the past 3 years, so I might have given some of you your tours. I'm in N2O, one of the improv groups, the Con Artist, one of our a cappella groups. I just joined the track team actually, and I'm the artistic director for the Women's Empowerment Initiative. And then also, why I'm here today, I am the Honor Council chair for this coming academic year.
Wow, Sydney, you are so involved.
Thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the Honor Code is and what it means to you?
Yeah, so essentially the Honor Code is a set of guidelines and community standards. And so when you come to the college, you will read the full Honor Code, the student handbook. Please read it. And that lays out rules and regulations regarding like academic dishonesty, underage drinking, like parties, things like that. And so it's actually really important that you read it. But essentially, the Honor Code pledge is a more grown-up version of treat people how you want to be treated. And so that's pretty much what the Honor Code is.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. Sydney, I'm also wondering, what is the Honor Council? Who are you? What do you all do?
Yeah, so Honor Council is made up of 4 representatives per grade, and the entire student body votes on those in the spring and then in the fall for the incoming class of 2024. So there's 4 representatives per grade and then a non-voting chair. And each week that we have cases, there will be 2 representatives per grade on the case. And so it's bi-weekly rotation. And essentially what Honor Council does is we hear cases of Honor Code violations, and we'll talk to you, ask questions, figure out what happened, kind of understand all the nuances of everything. And then we're the ones who decide on responsibility if you actually did why you're there, what you did that got you there. And then after that, we decide on sanctions. And I think that's one of the really important things about the Honor Code and Honor Council is that it's not just like a set of standards that you're being held to by a bunch of deans or a bunch of people who you don't interact with on a daily basis, but it's students who are also held to the same standards as you, who are the ones who are hearing these cases, deciding on them. And so I think that's one of the really special things about Con and specifically about the Honor Code.
Perfect. Could you maybe talk to us and tell us what the first year's first interaction with the Honor Code might be? When they get
Yes. So in years past, we have had a ceremony where the chair will give a speech and then all the first years will be ushered into the courtyard where you sign the Honor Code pledge on a very large piece of paper, and then you bang a gong, and that's kind of your official indoctrination into the Honor Code pledge. And so this year we're trying to refigure that so that way you still get to bang the gong, you still sign the paper, but it might look a little bit different because of social distancing guidelines. But this pledge that you sign, we hang it up in Crow. It's there for all 4 years. And then the only other time that you're quote unquote supposed to ring the gong is then when you have graduated.
Great. Thank you, Sydney. Next, we have another student that will be talking to us about his experience being on the Honor Council and what the Honor Code means to him. Hey everyone, welcome back. Here we have Ben Lewis to talk to us about the Honor Council and Honor Code.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Hi Ben, how's it going?
Things are going pretty good for me. How about yourself?
We're all good over here. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, like you guys said, my name is Ben Lewis. I'm from Weston, Massachusetts, which is about 20 minutes outside of Boston. I'm a rising senior here at Con. I'm a current government major with minors in finance and applied statistics. Outside the classroom, I'm the captain of the men's club hockey team. I'm also one of the captains on the ski team here. I'm a tour guide and I'm a senior admissions fellow. And of course, I'm also on the Honor Council.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about what the honor code means to you?
Yeah, so I think I kind of have two different spiels for that. One is sort of what I give on my tours to prospective students and family, and I guess the other one's a little bit more personal. So we'll open up and delve deeper here today, I guess. But for me, when I was choosing con, obviously I knew they had an honor code, as I hope most of all of you understood as well. And I think for me, it kind of goes beyond the sort of mutual trust that we talk about between the faculty and the students. And I think for me, it's more about the trust between the students. I guess what I mean by that is when you have something that's tangible that you can sign your name on when you first roll up to campus, assuming we are rolling up to campus this fall. And if you understand what it says, then I think when students are holding students accountable, which is sort of the essence of the honor code as I see it, it keeps people doing the right thing more effectively than a different sort of governing method would.
Awesome. You've been on the council for 4 years now. What made you start, and like, why have you continued?
Yeah.
Have you keep on?
So I think I started because when I first got to con, I was overwhelmed with the community feel of campus. You know, I wanted a small school with community, but I guess didn't really understand fully what that word meant until I got to con. And the first day with move-in day, there were people on sports teams like grabbing stuff from my mom and running it up the stairs, throwing it in my house. You get there and there's house fellows and floor governors and student advisors and student advisor coordinators like yourselves. So pat yourselves on the back for that. Great for you. But I think I was overwhelmed by the amount of people that were willing to lend a helping hand and chip in and do something for the community. So I started doing it because I felt I wanted to do my part on campus, and the honor council was the way that I wanted to do that. The reason why I stayed, I guess when you have a big thing governing your school, like the honor code, it's kind of easy to say like, oh, like, no one cares about that. But I think I stayed because I found that people actually do care about it. You know, we spend, when we meet on Tuesday nights or Monday nights or I don't know, whatever night it's on, and we're in there until midnight discussing one case. I think it shows how much people care, and I want to have the opportunity, and I'm happy that I've had the opportunity thus far to be a contributor on those cases and to have my voice heard in that manner. And I think that's something that I relish, and that's why I continue to do it.
Awesome.
So Ben, before we close for today's session, can you tell us what your favorite place is on campus and why?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Temple Green, which is a little bit cliche, but the reason being doesn't actually have a ton to do with anything I've done or necessarily the space itself. But I think it's because I remember when I was going into college, and one of the things that people told me and harped on a lot was take some time to pinch yourself. Like you go in and everyone's telling you these are going to be the best four, like all this, it's going to be sick, like, and you need to make sure that you take time to step away and realize, holy crap, like I'm actually here. You went through the application process, and once you're in college, you're taking classes, you're dealing with living on your own, you're managing different social situations, all these things that are coming at you. And so it's really easy to wake up and be a senior. Like, I think that's what happened to me this morning. But when I first got to campus, and I kind of happened to just sort of be in Temple Green area, and I remember like the person who told me that telling me that. And so now when I walk past Temple Green, I think about like, Ben, like make sure you pinch yourself. You only got 4 years here. So that's why Temple Green is my favorite part of campus.
Nice. Sydney, what's your favorite place on campus and why?
I think that I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite place on campus more than I have good memories associated with different places. And so last year, one of my really good friends lived in one of the 360 apartments. And I didn't live there, but I was there for 80% of the time. And so I think that became my favorite place just because she always had people over and she would do family dinners and we would just sit on her floor doing homework. And it was just a very homey feel and like very welcoming to like all the clubs we were in, have a space to be able to congregate and just hang out together. Or Temple Green, that's also a good answer. I don't have a story for that. It's just really pretty.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Of course.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime.
And we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.